Φίλοι και φίλες του sportal.gr, του επίσημου media partner της Euroleague στην Ελλάδα, καλησπέρα σας. Μια ακόμα μεγάλη συνέντευξη για το sportal.gr και σήμερα έχουμε τη χαρά και την τιμή να φιλοξενούμε τον Κίναν Έβανς, τον playmaker της Ζαλγκίρις Κάουνας. Κίναν, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
And first of all, this season, the start of the season for you personally is kind of a fresh, kind of breath of fresh air after everything that you've been through last season.
Yeah. You know, it's been a long time coming. You know, when I first got injured, you know, people always say it's gonna go by fast, you know, but it doesn't go by fast. But I just knew that every day that I was rehabbing and, you know, doing all the things to come back and, you know, be a good player, I knew that it would be worth it.
And since day one, when you injured and you made the surgery, you didn't lose your smile, and the whole team stand by you. It was a kind of motivation going back even better, even stronger after that tough moment.
Yeah, so I knew that, you know, my family, my friends, we all talked about how mentally that was the most important part, is being strong mentally. So never lose your positive energy. Don't, you know, there'll be bad days, but, you know, you want to have more good than bad days. And I think that was one thing that I did really well with, you know, but that goes with the people you surround yourself with, and you know, just like the team, everybody was, you know, especially the strength coaches and stuff like that, the physios, they were definitely helping me out and, you know, keeping me working and helping me get on that path to come back.
Bad days are gone, but through this process, what was that thing that made you stronger mentally? And if there is any dark day that you doubt about your return and stuff like that?
You know, there were some days, like, you know, especially kind of learning how to walk again, because that muscle is so sensitive that, you know, you forget how to, like, stand on your toes. And so those days you're like, man, like, I see why this is such a devastating injury. But, you know, for me personally, I just really wanted to have a great comeback. I really wanted to, you know, elevate my game and be as good as I know I can be. So, you know, especially, you know, somebody sees you get an injury, you know, they kind of like, we'll see how he comes back, you know. But, you know, for me, I take that personal, and it kind of worked out in my advantage, because, you know, people think that, like, he'll need some time to get back into it, and, you know, I still need more time, but, you know, I like where I'm at right now, and I'm hoping to keep improving.
You came back this season with Zalgiris. How you evaluate your beginning this season from personal and team standpoint?
You know, personal, I'm doing decent. I feel like I'm, in a way, picking up where I left off, if you want to compare stats in a way, where I left off last season. But, you know, I want to do more, and I have to do more. And you know, for me, that's going to help my team in so many more ways. We're bringing energy, defense, you know, helping other people, you know, play better, motivation. You know, I just want to do more. And, you know, the team is off to, you know, right now we're in a 3-game losing streak in Euroleague. We got off to a good start, but, you know, that's what comes with the season. You see, you know, there's always a couple teams that go through, you know, losing streaks, but it's all about, you know, bouncing back and, you know, getting back on the winning side.
And now you have a tough road game against Panathinαϊκos, and you will face some top level guards in Euroleague, like Kostas Lukas, Luka Vildoza. What type of challenge are those players for you, and that match up for you personally?
I mean, I feel like in the Euroleague, I'm going against some talented guards every night. So, you know, when I get into these type of games, it makes me, you know, raise my level of play, as well as my teammates. Everybody's excited for these type of games, especially, you know, the atmosphere that, you know, they have surrounding them this season. You know, past seasons I've come here to play, they weren't off really to having a really good season, so the fans weren't really there. But I see when I watch the games that the fans are there, the fans are excited. You see the passion in all of the players, so it'll be fun to play against these guys.
What do you see from Panathinaikos this season so far?
They're talented, man. Their roster, like on paper, really, really talented, athletic. They can run, you know, they can attack in every spot. And if you let them be comfortable, that's very dangerous. And, you know, they can they can be a Final Four team. So we really have to, you know, lock in and not let them be comfortable.
Is it kind of motivation? You mentioned that they can be a Final Four team. Is it a motivation for you beating Final Four caliber teams?
For sure, you know, especially for us. I think us and them, we have the same record, so we definitely want to take that edge and, you know, move above them and just, you know, trying to get in the playoff. Every game matters, every play matters, so we really want to, you know, come out here and fight, especially and get off of this losing streak.
You touched a little bit, so I would like to ask you about the level of competition in Euroleague. Every game matters, as you said.
Yeah.
Every game is like a final game for most of the teams. So, how do you see the level of competition, especially this season?
It's I feel like every year from my first year in Euroleague, it's become, the playing field has become so evenly balanced. You know, this year, you know, you see Real dominating there in such a great groove right now, but as far as the rest of the field, it's so balanced, and, you know, you never know who can win. So, you know, you saw Baskonia was kind of struggling. They got a Partizan win, and then they went on the road and, you know, won at Olympiacos. That's huge. So, you know, anything can happen, and anybody can beat anybody.
And seeing players like Kemba, like Willie Hernan Gomez, like Jabari Parker, Wancho, coming right from the NBA to Euroleague, what does it mean? What does it show about the competition and the opponents they've had to face this season?
It's ever changing, ever growing. Like it's huge for those guys to come over here. I'm sure they were surprised when they came over here and started playing. Like this is some really talented, you know, players over here, and I'm sure they're loving the competition. So, you know, it's amazing for the league, for Europe in general, and especially for, you know, basketball fans over here who were big fans of those guys when they were in the U.S. and never got to see them. So it's amazing.
And if we'll have the opportunity to talk at the end of the season, what kind of outcome will make you satisfied about EuroLeague competition for your team?
Oh, say it one more time.
What kind of outcome, what result will make you satisfied?
Playoffs, man. I mean, I feel like that's everyone's goal. You get to the playoffs, anything can happen. Especially when we have a home base like us. You know, our fans, energy. So we can make anything happen. But you know, first is just, you know, taking it game by game and actually getting there.
You mentioned Zalgiris Arena, so can you take us through about the atmosphere and how is for a player playing in an arena like this with the fans stand by you? How is the atmosphere at Zalgiris Arena?
It's amazing. It's something you can't even explain for a lot of people. When I want to tell them about it, like, you gotta either look at the videos or you just gotta come. You gotta come witness it. You gotta feel it. And but it's amazing. It's like having that sixth player on the court with you, and we gotta use it to our advantage, especially in times like this. We have to, you know, that's our extra man on the court. You know, they love the game just as much as us, so it's amazing to have them.
How much reminds you NCAA arenas, Zalgiris Arena?
It definitely reminds me of my college, especially my last year of college. We had it come from a big, you know, college basketball school right now. So the only difference is the color right now. I went from red to green, so it's amazing, man. It definitely gives me flashback of college, and I get the chills every time I go out there and for introductions, and, you know, we make a run and all the fans get into it.
This season, about your team, which is the biggest difference comparing to last season, and what is that aspect that you like you most about this team?
I would say, I think we're a better three-point shooting team than we were last year, and I think that just helps us in general. I feel like at times we struggled to score. When I was playing, we would struggle to score sometimes, but I feel like that's not really too much of a problem for us at times when we're focused and locked in. But, you know, we just gotta get stops and, you know, help make our defense help our offense.
Sharing the court with a guard like Naz Mitrulong, how is your teaming up with him, and what do you like most on the way he plays?
He plays with a lot of energy. It's been cool. You know, sadly we don't get that much time together, like on the court at the same time, but You know, hopefully in the future we will. But, you know, God plays with a lot of energy, emotion, and that's the type of things you need at this level and on your team. You know, he encourages everybody. He's never being negative, never trying to think about himself. And, you know, it's amazing to be a teammate of his.
And is there any opponent that you are excited to face him this season, or try to guard him, slow him down?
No, I kind of go into every game with the same approach, man. I just want to win. I want to be the best player I can be. I want to be the best teammate I can be. So nobody that I look at on the schedule and think like, oh, I'm excited to play them. Like, you know, I love playing against them. So I just love playing against, you know, Euroleague players, man. It's amazing.
And being in a team like Zalgiris, a powerhouse in Lithuania with huge tradition and players like Šarūnas Jasikevičius and other legends, and you are the leader of this team right now, the comparison between you and the other legends of the team, is it kind of a motivation, is it an extra pressure for you? Is it something that you want to live when you go out or anything like that?
I don't feel pressure compared to any, you know, other Zalgiris legends, just because, you know, I'm not from the country and I never really came into it, you know, comparing myself to them. I don't think I'll ever be able to do that with any country I play in. But it's been, it's amazing the amount of love I get there. You know, the fans, the support they show. It's been an amazing journey, man, and I've loved every second of playing for these guys, because they treat, you know, the players so well here. The amount of support that we get even on road games in Lithuania has been amazing, and, you know, the fans support us, and they're never, you know, like, you know, pushing us down. They're always trying to pick us up no matter what we're going through.
How would you like to be remembered from Zalgiris and European fans?
Just a player that, you know, left it all on the floor every night. That battle, that, you know, every time I put on, you know, the jersey, I was playing for, you know, the name on the front just as I was for the name on the back. I want to be remembered as somebody that, you know, I see where, let's say like the Euroleague, or tweet something like, who would you want to bring back from the past to your team? I want to be one of the guys that fans would tweet and be like, I wish I had Keenan Έβανς, you know, on my team.
And now let's go to the fans question. We have 4 questions from the fans, and the first one is from Marley, and he asked, in which Greek team would you like to play?
Man, I have never even thought about that, but obviously it'll be the out of the 2 powerhouses, whichever one has the better offer, better situation, and, you know, it honestly depends on offers and situation. What's the best situation for me is, but, you know, looking from the outside in, both organizations are just top tier. They've been battling for years, so I feel like you can't go wrong with either one.
Fair enough. The next question is, which is the toughest opponent that you faced?
So Real Madrid, man, they're amazing, man. Their basketball they play is beautiful. In every position, they're just so good, and they're a tough team, especially when they're comfortable, man. You know, like I said, this season they're in a really good groove, so it's been really interesting, you know, watching them play and playing against them.
Any specific player?
Obviously, Falco Campazzo has been playing amazing, but, you know, Poirier and Tavares, they make it so difficult in there, man. They're just huge players, man. They make everything tough down there.
Got you. Another one from Petros, who asked how you tried to deal with your injury and you came back even better and even stronger.
Just being positive, man. Like I said, I knew that there would be bad days, but I really just wanted to, every day I woke up, I was like headed to rehab, and, you know, talking to friends, they were like, you know, yes, today will suck. You know, maybe today won't be a good day in rehab, but, you know, tomorrow will be better. The next day, you'll see the progress day after day, week after week. So that's what kept me going. Once I actually started to see progress, it's motivating. It makes you excited, especially when the days were inching closer for me to head back to Kaunas and the season to start. It pushed me to go even harder.
And the last one is from Nikos, and he asked, Mr. Έβανς, would you like to make the winning bucket or the winning assist?
Man, that's such a tough question, man. I feel like it's so equal, but I would love to make the winning assist, especially if it's a super nice pass. Super nice pass. I love celebrating my teammates, so I would not mind making the winning assist.
That's a winning mentality.
Yes.
Thank you very, very much.
No problem. Thanks for having me.